Hey everybody, welcome to Derekishu Desu Karakishu and Stuff. Tonight I have a very beautiful review for you and a comparison between some really awesome Evangelion merchandise. So if you love Evangelion, you're going to love tonight's episode a lot. I also got a new toy in. I got my shutter clicker. I'm so happy. It works awesome. It was like $3 on eBay and it works with Bluetooth and it's super easy. I don't have to download anything and just work right out of the packaging. It's awesome. Excuse my voice. Apparently I'm sick. I'm getting sick. I have like laryngitis or something. I don't know. It's getting on my nerves and I sound like Batman mixed with like a teenage Batman whose voice is breaking. But first off, if you can see this right here, this big box, there's a bigger box behind it. I just got this in the other day, and it's the Tsukuda Hobby Unit 01 vinyl figure. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty big. It's about 40 centimeters tall, and it's made by a company called Tsukuda Hobby, which is spelled, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to bring it up. This is the logo that you'll see when you look it up. Tsukuda. Tsukuda. Show you the top. This is the top of the box. It's got really pretty images of 01. Got your labeling here. It is the Unit 01 test type. And here's the back. You got your logo, pictures. It comes with a stand and a miniature of Shinji. These are your legal, your bin, company numbers, and warnings about small parts. The copyrights on this are a little different. All of Evangelion's merchandise are now done by Kara. Gainax still exists. They own the copyrights apparently to the Evangelion TV show, but Hideki Anno separated and went with a company called Kara. He created Kara, and they have the rights to all the rebuild stuff. But in the 90s and early 2000s, all Evangelion merchandise was produced by Gainax under the Evangelion Project and by a company called NAS. NAS did a lot of the model kits, assembled vinyl figures like this one. NAS did this one also. And I do believe NAS is now defunct. I haven't really seen anything to do with them recently, especially with Ava, since that was the only thing I ever really seen NAS involved with is Evangelion items and other Tsukuda Hobby products. Now, Tsukuda Hobby is an older company. They don't really exist anymore. They probably ran from like 1977 until the 2000s. There was two separate branches. There was Tsukuda Hobby and the Tsukuda Original. They did gaming, like tabletop, war games, miniatures, model kits, and figures. Tsukuda Hobby was actually the largest company in Japan for war games in the 1980s, and they were comprised of 3 companies apparently. In the early 2000s, they went bankrupt, and then Mega House bought the Tsukuda Hobby rights and merchandising and I guess everything else in 2012. After that, I really can't find any more research about it, but the type of products that Tsukuda Hobby released are not just limited to Evangelion. They also did model kits of war machines like helicopters, airplanes, subs, anything you think of. They did some Star Trek stuff like tabletop gaming, models of Star Trek like the Enterprise and everything. They did a lot of Evangelion standalone figures that are pre-assembled and painted, and also kits that you complete, especially really rare characters like Maya, Ritsuko, you name it. Characters you never even think of to see merchandise except from within the 90s and early 2000s. They did a lot of stuff with Predator, Terminator. They did model kits for Jurassic Park. They did Batman, a Batmobile. They did a lot of really cool stuff. And Tsukuda Hobby is very high quality, especially for the age. Now, this particular figure came out in, I do believe, 97. Yeah, 1997, and it retailed for 12,000 yen, which I guess is, I don't really know the exchange rate right now, but it's about 120 or less, give or take. Probably more than now because of the exchange rate. So let's open this thing up and show you what this really rare figure looks like because of the Tsukuda Hobby. Tsukuda Hobby figures aren't too expensive normally. They're usually like 30 and up. But this particular figure is in the 300s, 3 to 600s. There were 3 made. You have the Unit 01, the 00, and the 02. I do not have the other 2 yet, but this is a very big grail item for me, and I will eventually will be getting the other 2 to complete my Tsukuda Hobby set since I have almost a complete set now. Alright, when you pop her out, she's double shelled. You got your clear shell, and then you have a back shell that holds the figure in. Kind of like most figures. Because of the age, this plastic shell on the back yellows and it crackles, it disintegrates like mine. This thing has never really been out of the box, even with the original owner, and it has holes and cracks in the back where the elbows and arms and everything sit because of the thinnest parts of the shell. It also yellows the easiest too. Now on the back, this is where they put the stand. They'll take the wire bar, the plastic base, and any kind of paperwork that comes with the figure onto this part, just like any other figure. Tsukuda Hobbies come with a very simplistic stand. It's usually a metal bar with a plastic round circle base. Okay. Great. Set the shell on the floor real quick. Now she is 40 centimeters tall. I'm right under 5 foot. I'm 4'11". So I'm gonna show you this with my torso. How big she is. She has a spectacular paint job. See her face, arms. She comes with a utility knife molded into her hand. As you can see, there are no numbers or anything printed on her. She actually comes with a decal set, so you can put on her stuff, her markings, if you'd like. I will not be doing that. Here's her feet. Very high detail in the molding in the feet, of course. The paint job is really good. Of course, there's a little bit of sloppiness. Most of this from age around the black area, like the outlines. I'm trying to think of where the worst spot. Like I have a couple little scuffs right here in the neon. This is mainly because of being in the shelf and the age. Show you her back. And the top piece. There is no movement. She's completely fixed in this position. She'll never be able to move. She can stand on her own. No, wait. No, I lied. She cannot stand on her own. She's apparently heavy in the back because of the arm pieces here in this area. The horn's kind of flexible, so I'd be careful with that if you get this figure. As you can see, she has all her paint markings in the face. Very pretty profile, of course. I do not know if her eyes glow in the dark or not. I have not found anything like that. Now, word of warning, if you do get this figure, I don't know if anyone else has had this problem or not, since there are several reviews of this particular figure on YouTube already. When I removed her from the box the first time, and now, she feels slimy to the touch. Like, there's this weird slimy residue to her body, and it sticks on my hands. It's not bad. Like, she doesn't have a strong smell. She has that kind of like vinyl PVC smell going on. And she's a little slimy. She has a little bit of give in her arms, and this leg here is kind of weak in the knee. I don't know what that is. Why? There's also a paint defect in here. You're not going to be able to really see that. It looks like some kind of glue, because the more I'm looking at it, there's some like weird, like the way the paint dried, you can see that really well. The way it dried, maybe the way it was sitting in there. There's no paint transfers on our plastic shell, so I'm not really sure what it is. I'm going to sit her down. Now, she comes with a replica, or a Shinji, also. Who's very tiny. He's never been taken out, so I'm not going to take him out now either. Let me put my finger up for it. He's about almost 3 inches long, if that gives you an idea of how tall he is. His paint jobs were fairly good considering how tiny he is. I mean, he has eyebrows. He has irises. He does not have pupils, though. He has eye whites with the brown. He has brown eyes. The brown hair. They have the Ava nodes painted on him. Let me see. I may be able to actually slip him out without having to budge the tape. Yep. Okay. Cool. Actually got him out. I didn't want to take him out to... But here he is. It's not going to focus to see his face. I'm sorry. It's really... The paint detail is not fantabulous, but it's enough to tell that he is... This is definitely Shinji. Definitely Shinji. And you got all the coloration. It gets kind of sloppy up in here with the paint. His suit has a lot of gray. This part is gray. This is gray. It's not... There is no black on him. There's no black paint on him at all. It's all gray. You can see. Glad I was able to get that out. And okay, here's the decal sheet. It's got a lot of cool stuff on here. Multiple, because these are water slide decals. If you've ever done a model kit, Gundam, Ava, whatever, cars, you know what these are. You take a Q-tip with some water and they'll slide right off and attach to the figure. Nerve. There's IDs, Masato, Asuka, Rei, Shinji. Showing this prototype, the prototype number. Of course, all the Tsukuda stuff. Danger, caution. The markers for angels and everything. I didn't actually expect to see this when I opened it. And I think it's hilarious that there is a slide decal for Masato's beer. That's what that is. Yeah. Masato's beer. I think that's pretty cute. Ray's hair on her decal is green. It's neon green. Asuka's is blonde. There's some stuff for Pim. The cat logo, which I don't remember even what that's from. The UN. Nerve logos. And then on the back, right here, is your Tsukuda stuff. And that's really about it. That's all that's to the Tsukuda figure. It's a really nice piece to have in your collection. But it's non-movable. It is a non-posable vinyl figure, and that is it. I have a lot of them. I prefer to keep them in box, but you don't have to have a box to have these. You do need a stand, though, because the way their feet are shaped, they will not be able to stand. And even though she's big, though one is big, she cannot stand on her own. She's heavy in her back due to the shoulder pieces and the way the foot arches, and she just falls over. So she requires her stand, whether you make your own, you buy one, or you get one with an original stand, whatever you be. The next thing I'm going to show you is a lot newer, and it came out in December of 2014. It's marked as a 2015 item, and it's a Sofubi Unit 01. The bigger box. She's a little bit taller. She's about 20 inches tall. You can't really see her in the box. But here's her sticker. She's a Mega Sofubi Advance. These are done by Kyoto. There's the side. There is no way to do that. Same logo. The back has the same thing going on. Honestly, the most detail on the box is on the front. You got your IBN, some photos, the Evangelion logo, and it's a rebuild product. And you got your model number. So this is from Eva 2.0 instead of 3. It has a purple box. If it was from 3, it'd probably have a blue, the cerulean blue. This figure, I want to say its retail price is higher than the Tsukuda hobby, and it retailed at 18,000. Yeah, 18,000 yen. Released in December. Is about 20 inches. She is completely fixed. If you get one of these, they're nice, but they have a very strong chemical smell. I don't know why. The paint job is phenomenal on these things. It's a really beautiful piece. If I were looking for a Tsukuda hobby Eva and I found one of these instead, I would settle for this thing. And I've read that it's actually on sale, 5% off on a website right now. So if you're looking, I'd grab it. There is not any other Eva units in this series other than this one. So let's take a look. Oh, she's strong paint, very strong chemical smell. Double shelled, of course. And she has plastic wrappings. She does not come with anything like a utility knife or a shinji or decals. She's completely painted and ready to go. She can stand on her own. She does not require a stand. I'm not going to take her out again, but I'll take off the shell so you can see her. She's wired in. And the plastic goes underneath and then wraps up on top of her horn up here at the top. Does not have any give. She does not have the turn head attack mode like the original Tsukuda hobby does. Her colors are much brighter. The paint detail is way better also. Much better, not way better. But this is her permanent pose. She can stand by herself, by the way. And of course, like I said, she does not require a stand. I cannot find that much information on the Mega Sofubi Advance line, other than it's ran by Kyoto and they've done some other things. But this is the only Evangelion product that I found by them. And I'm super happy to own it. So let's look at these two side by side. And we will call it a night. I love the paint detail on the Sofubi's chest. It's very beautiful gunmetal gray with a little bit of shimmer. Her feet are very detailed on the bottom too. I wasn't able to show that to you through the plastic because, like I said, I wasn't going to take her out of her shell again. And close up of her face. Look at that. Look at that baby. I mean, she has detail everywhere. She is perfect. I don't think I found a single paint defect on her at all. Now this is the Tsukuda hobby, which, keep in mind, this is old. This came out in the 90s. I think it's a very high quality item for what it is, and it's lasted well through you know, all this age. All the way down to her feet. Her beautiful feet. But yeah, she's stuck in this pose. Close up of the utility knife. Kind of floppy. Beep, beep. And the hand molding here. I love this hand. Size comparison. She is much smaller than the Sofubi Advance. Like so, about 5 inches or less shorter. Yep, that is it. This is your Mega Sofubi and your Tsukuda hobby. That is it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Sorry for my super annoying voice. And we'll say goodnight to the sisters. Next review will be a redo of my Card Captor Sakura SH Figure Arts. The first Sakura Kinomoto. And I will probably be ordering something. I don't know. I'll order something. I'm going to start adding anime reviews and game reviews to the channel. So please keep it tuned. If you got any questions about anything, especially of these babies, these beautiful babies, please ask. I'm always happy to answer any questions about both of the girls or any other merchandise. And I hope that you continue to enjoy the channel. And I will be adding anime reviews. Yay! Wow, thank you.